Hello, everyone. This is Cody Lee of BlackCatBooks.org, author of I, the Dragon, Cool and Beautiful, Rabbit Hole, King Dio, Lauren Frey, and the upcoming Mouth of the Dragon. So, this weekend, out of nowhere, Nintendo decided to once again update Nintendo 64 Online with a new classic entry, F-Zero X, one of my all-time favorite racing games, one of the best N64 games, period, and a pure joy to play. After all these years, I feel like this is one of those games that has aged surprisingly well. I was really surprised going back to this and playing through it again, like how balanced everything is, how challenging it is, how great the tracks are, the music, the thrill, the speed. Like I don't think any modern game has recaptured this feeling. I've long said this is my all-time favorite racing game, but coming back to it, starting fresh, having to like unlock everything again, going through all the tournaments, playing on like the higher difficulty settings, I really am beginning to appreciate like the nuances, like how the AI gets more aggressive on higher difficulty settings, or how like you can fly off the track if you're boosting too much, or things like that. Like how much skill it takes to really succeed at F-Zero. Like how much time have I spent over this weekend playing F-Zero X alone? Like I would say like at least 10 hours. If not more than that. Like there were a lot of times where I was just sitting here in silence, like streaming, just playing F-Zero X, trying to master it, trying to get first place, trying to beat Dr. Clash, zooming through Fire Field, like trying to pick up high speeds on silence, like jamming out to the music. It was spectacular. Like legit, I'm not even joking, like probably the best gaming experience I've had all year. And that's kind of like the little joke I have in my streams right now, is that F-Zero X is the best game of the year. Before this stream, I would have said that F-Zero X wasn't my favorite N64 game, but coming back to it, like this is the really surprising thing about NSO. You really get to appreciate just how certain games have aged really well and other games haven't. Like something like Ocarina of Time was great for its time, and it still holds up, but it hasn't been revolutionized. The formula for Ocarina has like evolved since then. Like they moved on to Breath of the Wild, right? The Zelda game play has completely changed in the modern era. But with F-Zero, like no racing game has ever topped it. No racing game has recaptured that feeling, and as a result of that, just like Star Fox 64, like no 3D shmup has really recaptured that feeling in Star Fox 64. Like because of that, these games are still some of the all-time greats. Whereas I think like Ocarina, you can debate that, like, you know, A Link to the Past might have a better formula or things like that, but that it's kind of sold itself on the 3D visuals and stuff like that. It still has its place in history, and I still love it. But like playing it again, it just kind of feels like it's just, I've done this before. With F-Zero X, like coming back to it after such a long break, it's been a magical experience. Just pure joy.